ability to be great. You have to be willing to activate the great from within. It starts with you, and it starts right now. Yo, Tyler Davis in the house.
Greg Thomas, how are you?
Yeah, man. Back at it.
Yeah.
Doing our thing.
Staying consistent.
Oh, yeah. Time to activate some ish,
Yep.
Just kind of a funny time of year, right? Coming off last week, too, just got the whole, New Year thing going on and, new beginnings, people kind of hitting these resets and stuff like that. But, it made me think there are plenty of people, right, that once this honeymoon phase wears off for the new year, right, it's like Ricky Repeater.
Oh, yeah, the new car smell is gone.
Oh, yeah, and then it's the same stuff over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Right, and they're like, oh, I feel stuck again. Man, when's January going to be here, right?
Yeah.
There's this freeze tag, if you will, right, like with people's, habits and routines and everything. And they're like, man, there's this certain people, I'm just going to say it, right? Nothing's ever going to change for you.
Right. And there's a reason for that.
There are multiple reasons, right?
Yeah, like this time of year, like you're saying, a trigger word is goals. I'm setting new goals. I have a resolution. Well, sometimes it's like, man, just strip away all that. Just live your best every day.
People aren't even trying to do that. They don't even think they got capacity for that because they're too busy watching other people live their life.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
So oh, man, I'm going to get caught up in this, or I'm going to get caught in Netflix and chill times 20, right? You're 10X in the wrong thing. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Then all these things keep happening and happening and happening, and then you don't even know why they're happening to you.
Yeah.
You think you're not in control of this stuff. The things we're going to talk about today is, 3 reasons certain things just will never change for some people.
Yeah, man.
For the masses, most people. So the flip side of that is it's real easy to stand out, folks.
Yeah.
Okay?
It is.
And it's increasingly easier to stand out every single day. The more people are getting sucked into their screens on their phones, and we're getting real good at watching other people live their lives.
Yeah.
Whether you're watching people outshine you, outwork you, whatever it may be.
Oh, man. TikTok, all these different things.
And they got you, man. They know what they're doing. They're getting you for just a little bit at a time, but time's a lot.
Oh, yeah. It's a
right?
little hit.
Oh,
a little
it
hit
is.
here and there.
Oh, here you go. Here you go.
Yeah.
Here you go. Next thing you know, you got 9 hours of screen time.
Yeah, man.
It's like, man, what could I have done with that? Well, you probably could have done something different to help you move the needle.
Well, and realizing that now, once you see that screen time pop up before you do it again.
Oh, dude.
Because once you see it, it's too late.
It's assuming you want something different, right? You know what I mean? So, 3 reasons that certain things just will never change for the masses, right? Number 1, most people have no control over their mind. None.
Yeah. And let that land for a second, because that's a powerful thing to understand, that you actually do have control over it.
Oh, for sure. The fact that you think you don't have control is out of control.
That's part of the mirage.
It is. It's this fake front, false front, not real. You think you're not in control. You ever see the movie Beautiful Mind? Mm-hmm. Right? That guy was an amazing Nobel Prize scientist, doctor, professor, and he would turn off. He had so much control of his mind. He had these voices, and he just would sit there and see them on the sideline. Hey, I know you're there, but I'm not going to give it any credence.
Right. I'm not going to chase after it.
No, I'm not going to feed it.
Yeah.
So what people don't realize is that when you surrender to these false fronts, you're feeding it.
Yeah. Yep.
You're feeding it. You're you don't even know that you're not in control. It's like the Matrix has you.
Ignorance is bliss.
It's right. That's the only other thing there is. It's when you don't have control of your mind, when you don't realize that you have that control, you're going to be Ricky Repeater. Yeah. It's going to feel like Groundhog Day every day.
Yeah, and then you constantly are asking yourself, why?
Oh, yeah.
Why is this happening again? Why me?
Because you're getting addicted to certain behaviors. Your mind will go on autopilot, and you create this normal, right? And it's a weird normal. You know how to feel like this is a good baseline for me.
Yep.
Well, you got to want something different for yourself, and that starts with you realizing that you're in the driver's seat.
That's a huge one right there. That word normal was a big paradigm shift for me along the way of getting sober and all the changes I made in my life. It's understanding, hey, I do have a choice in what my normal is.
You create it.
Yes.
You think about things that have been overcome. That's moved the needle. That person, whoever it is, whenever it was, took control of the situation and realized, oh, yeah, I am driving this bus. I know exactly where we're going.
Yep.
And if you think that you don't have control of your mind, start there. So, number 1, most people don't have control of their minds. Number 2, they haven't developed their why. If you don't know why you're living, what you're doing here, why you're doing this, you're not going to look forward to a lot of things. And you're just going through the motions at that point.
That's totally it right there. You're going through the motions. And I mean, people will say, what's your why? And that's cliche, especially this time of year. But man, it is true. It's powerful. Don't just brush it off like, oh, that's just a cliche term, because you really got to look at yourself and ask myself, what is my sole purpose? What drives me? What is the fire that's lit under my own butt every single day?
Oh, yeah.
Why am I doing these things? Or why am I not doing these things?
That's the thing. So it's the why am I doing these things, okay? It's serving you. Whatever it is you're doing, habit, routine, whatever you want to call it, you're getting sustenance from it somehow, some way.
Yeah, whether you realize it or not.
Correct.
Yeah,
and you maybe should spend some time there.
Yeah.
Why do I do this? I remember, take an inventory. Like, why do I what is the benefit of me handling this situation in that fashion? There has to be a reason.
Right.
Or you wouldn't do it.
Yep.
This thing of where you're just like, oh, look what happened. Oh man, could have handled that differently. Yeah, you could have, but you should start wondering why.
Yeah, man.
Why did I handle it that way? Why did it serve me to handle it that way? If you start asking that question and just surrender to the fact that there's a reason you're doing it, there is no real autopilot. That's fake. Okay, there's a reason you're doing it, whether you're aware of it or not.
Yeah, man. And we've talked about it many times, the childlike curiosity. There's a reason that little kids say why.
Oh, yeah.
Why? They're constantly questioning things. And then as we get older, we get, I don't know, call it tarnished, call it whatever you want. We stop asking why. Like, go back to that.
To a degree, right? But like, you don't have those scars, right? You don't have those battle wounds that you've picked up along the way that make you forget that you don't have to be in this constant state of kicking yourself or keeping yourself down. It's not humble, you're hiding.
Oh yeah, a lot of times those battle scars are the why.
They are. It's like, why do I keep moving forward? Why do I keep trying? Why do I keep doing all these things? Why don't I? No matter what, there's two kinds of why, right? One, why, just have that curiosity and have a good mindset about it, right? Like asking these questions about yourself, not kind of getting into this, I suck island. Don't put yourself on that island. Yep. It's a lonely place. You're gonna be stuck. It's gonna be Groundhog Day every day on I Suck Island, right? It's gonna be just a boring episode, and it's hard to get off, You want to know your why and know why you're doing these things. Okay, what motivates you, one, and two, do you understand your behaviors and what serves you about those behaviors?
Yeah, and then really look at them from a perspective of, okay, this is why I'm willing to carry this activity onward, and this I'm willing to set down and leave it here.
Oh, yeah, or just catch yourself doing it and give it credence, right? Acknowledge it. Don't just act like it's not there. Don't sell yourself on this crazy, whacked out normal, right? So, lastly, you have a lack of self-worth.
That's a big one.
Oh, the masses have a massive lack of self-worth.
Dude, that was a key thing for me in the past. I mean, that was what was so crazy, because like on the outside I tried to portray and carry myself as this super happy guy, but man, I had no self-esteem, no self-worth, no self-discipline.
It's a front.
It is.
It's a complete front, and people don't understand that you're tricking yourself. Mm-hmm. And that's why you keep having the same day in, day out. It's because, one, you don't find value in yourself to do something different, to put yourself in a better position to level up. You're not trying to do that.
Right.
You're trying to stay where you're at. You're like, oh, I'm content.
Yeah.
I'm content.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like that's also
part of the mirage, man.
It is. You're hiding.
Well, yeah.
You're hiding from
yourself. And you're just telling yourself that. But really, I mean, eventually, you can only do that for so long.
Unless you want the same thing to happen every day and you're just waiting to die. I'm going to say it. Let's just say, what are you waiting for? You waiting for death to get here?
I mean, dude,
you want to take the bull by the horns, or you just waiting for death to get here?
Yeah, I had considered speeding that process up.
Many people have, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a thing. And you fight off those demons.
You do.
You know what I mean? You do, or you don't, right?
Right.
So,
unfortunately.
Yeah, no. Yeah, man, it's unfortunate when folks do lose that battle. No doubt about it. So, but get the self-worth up. These are easy counter actions that you can make, and a lot of it just starts with awareness. So again, 3 reasons certain things will never change for most people. Most people don't have any kind of control over their mind. They haven't fully developed their why, and they don't know why they do the things that they do. And lastly, it's just a lack of self-worth. To put a button on this thing, it's like people just need to wake up and grab life, right? And realize that you are in the driver's seat here. There's
Oh,
no
yeah.
one else doing this to you or for you. You have to get off your ass and do it.
Yep. And there's always something to fight for. There's always a reason to smile. I mean,
Yeah.
I remember like on the cloudiest day, okay, around this time of year, there's clouds up there, right? But the sun's still shining.
Oh, for
just
sure.
past the clouds. You got to remember that
Oh,
sometimes.
dude, and it's a mindset. You're in control. You want something different in your life. Here's how you do it. You just counteract it. Like, get control of your mind. It's one thought at a time, right?
Yep.
I mean, understand why you're doing these things. You know, make sense of it. Don't just brush it off and act like it's nothing. It's something.
It is something.
So it's your life. Live it. Let's go. Catch you next time.
Want to take a quick minute to thank our sponsor, ccmindiana.com, for all your mortgage needs. Very competitive, ready to rock, ready to help you be a pre-approved buyer that can compete. Ready to get pre-approved for your next mortgage? Stop by ccmindiana.com and see how we can help.